Right, Chelsea 3, Crystal Palace nil. The Premier League is well and truly back, and as a Chelsea fan, absolutely buzzing with the result and of course the performance from Chelsea today. We absolutely dominated the game, controlled the game for the entire 90 minutes, gave Crystal Palace very, very little to work with going forward, and yeah, just completely destroyed them. It was so comfortable, especially given the fact as well we were missing a lot of players. Like, you think of the fact we were missing Romelu Lukaku, of course, newly signed, who has to quarantine till Monday, N'Golo Kante, arguably our best player, the best midfielder in the world, Chilwell, Silva, Reece James, Kai Havertz, who came off the bench. Just a really, really good performance and result. And yeah, Chelsea, second in the league, of course, behind Man United, who thrashed Leeds by 5-1, and a very good start to our potential title challenge this season. So yeah, let's get into analysing this game. So yeah, as I said, just a really, really dominant display, and a lot like what we've seen from Thomas Tuchel's side last season, at the back end of last season, you know, obviously after he joined the club. Dominating games, controlling possession, just absolutely dominating games, but not really being able to finish the chances we do create, the very minimal chances we do create. But that was the complete opposite today, of course. The first goal from Marcos Alonso, an absolutely unbelievable free kick, and yeah, once again, a really good performance from Marcos Alonso. I thought he played quite well in the Super Cup on Wednesday night, and he definitely carried that up today with a very good performance and an absolute walnut whip of a free kick. I mean, that man, in my personal opinion anyway, is the best free kick taker in the world of football. Every single time he steps up from a free kick, it either goes into the top corner, hits the crossbar or the woodwork in general, or just flies, you know, an inch or so over the crossbar or wide of the post. Honestly, his accuracy from free kicks is just an absolute joke. And today was no different, an absolutely unbelievable free kick. Then about, you know, roughly 10 minutes later, Christian Pulisic once again getting his customary goal against Crystal Palace. He cashed it in early while he could. And yeah, just a really good move. The ball into the box, Guaita parries it, and there is Christian Pulisic on the end of it once again, as he usually is. And one thing that we definitely love to see from Christian Pulisic, something he does quite a bit, which is, you know, hang around, you know, that area just outside the 6-yard box, waits for the mistake to be made by the keeper or the parry out, and gets on the end of it. A really smart finish once again. 2-0, home and hose inside the first half, of course. And yeah, then the final goal, the third goal from Trevoh Chalobah, an unbelievable performance once again from an unbelievable young kid. I mean, I'm sure I speak for a lot of Chelsea fans here, if not all Chelsea fans. We want him to stay. He has been absolutely unbelievable. One of our best players alongside Hakim Ziyech in pre-season for us, in my personal opinion anyway, and a lot of Chelsea fans' opinions. In the Super Cup, he was our best player by a country mile against Villarreal, and today, once again, he was absolutely brilliant. He was so composed on the ball, so assured in defence next to Christensen and Rudiger. He looked like a guy who's been playing for, like, Chelsea for, you know, 7 or 8 years. He just looks so confident, such a good defender, such a brilliant young kid, and yeah, his goal was absolutely brilliant, and I just love his celebration. You can see how much it meant to him, the celebration where he just went down to his knees and just looked so emotional, on the verge of tears. That's what you want to see from a youngster. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable moment from him, probably the best moment in his life, and yeah, a really good strike from the edge of the area, and just what you want to see. And that is, you know, not even just because of the goal. I think from his overall performance and how well he's played so far since coming back into the fold under Thomas Tuchel in this pre-season. I think he could be a very, very good squad player for us this season, and I definitely think he deserves to be playing next week against Arsenal if he's physically able to do so after playing 120 minutes against Villarreal and 90 minutes against Crystal Palace today as well. And yeah, what a game he had. And in terms of the other standout performers, to be honest, I could be here all day talking about the players, because I think that absolutely everybody to a man was unbelievable. As I said, I think we controlled the game. We completely dominated Crystal Palace off the park for the full 90 minutes. If we go through the team, obviously Mendy didn't have much to do. I think the back three were really, really good with Trevoh Chalobah, of course, Andreas Christensen and Antonio Rudiger. I think the three of them were really, really good in dealing with the minimal chances Crystal Palace had to create, and even because they create minimal chances, I think that was because of the back three, and of course with Alonso and Azpilicueta as the wing backs, I thought were really good as well. Jorginho and Kovacic once again in midfield, as is usually the case against these so-called lesser clubs, no disrespect, controlled the game, had it at their fingertips, and were perfectly balanced in terms of distributing the ball and keeping hold of possession and getting us into the final third. And then the front three, obviously Christian Pulisic, I think had a really good game, which you really love to see, because of course he has quite struggled over the last year or so. Got his goal, which is going to be massive for his confidence, and hopefully now he can kick on and show the quality we know he does have at the back end of the 2019-20 season when he was unbelievable post-lockdown. Timo Werner, of course, didn't get his goal today, but didn't really have any opportunities to score. I think once again ran his socks off, got into pockets of space, looked to create chances once again as he usually does, and yeah, just a customary good performance from Werner. And then Mason Mount, of course, once again, just a standard performance from Mason Mount, ran his socks off, you know, went into the channels really well, tracked down his men, pressed really well, and yeah, just a really, really good performance overall from this Chelsea team as a collective in front of a full Stamford Bridge crowd, which is just what you love to see. I can't wait to go over there. I'm going to try and go over there for at least a few games this season, because I want to be part of that atmosphere. It's just absolutely brilliant, and yeah, a beautiful stadium in Stamford Bridge as well. I really can't wait. But today, it was just really good, and it feels absolutely unbelievable to have, the Premier League back at its full capacity with stadiums full, and, the players we have now as well, just the atmospheres, the vibes of the 3 o'clock kickoffs being back once again, multiple 3 o'clock kickoffs. I've seen all the results going around the grounds as well. A few interesting results, but yeah, what a feeling for the Premier League to be back, and I can't wait now for that game next Sunday at 4:30 against Arsenal. Romelu Lukaku's debut back at Chelsea for a second stint. It should be absolutely class, and hopefully we can take 3 points in that game going into that game against Liverpool in 2 weeks' time. So that's where we're going to leave this video. If you did enjoy this video and you're a Chelsea fan and excited and delighted about today's win and the performance and going into Arsenal next week, then make sure to leave a like rating on the video. It helps me out massively as per usual. Also, if you could subscribe to the channel as well, that would also be massively appreciated. We are looking to hit 1.7k subscribers on this channel as soon as we possibly can, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Come on, Chelsea, let's go and win the Premier League this season, boys, and yeah, see ya.